Hello friends, my name is Pashul Durakhya and today we are going to start with a new chapter called Accounting for Bonus Issue. So, what does a bonus issue means? Bonus issue means issue of free additional shares to the existing shareholders. A company may issue fully paid up bonus shares to its existing shareholders out of its free reserves, security premium account और कैपिटल रिडम्पशन रिजर्व अकाउंट राइट। अब जो ये बोनस शेयर्स होते हैं वो दो तरीके से अपन इशू कर सकते हैं। नंबर वन, या तो तुम एग्जिस्टिंग शेयर होल्डर्स को एडिशनल शेयर्स प्रोवाइड करो एट फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट, राइट। एंड सेकेंड थिंग कि कंपनी के पार्टली पेड अप शेयर्स होते हैं। टेक एन एग्जाम्पल, कंपनी की फेस वैल्यू ₹10 है एंड टिल दिस डेट यू हैव कॉल्ड अप ₹8, सो द ₹2 will be the uncalled amount and this will be the liability of the shareholders, which will be cancelled by the company in the form of issue of bonus shares, right? Now this full chapter is a game of journal entries. We just need to understand that. अब फर्स्ट केस कौन सा कि अपन एडिशनल शेयर्स इशू करें एग्जिस्टिंग शेयर होल्डर्स को एट फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट, राइट? एंड व्हाट विल बी द जनरल एंट्रीज? Here you can use capital redemption reserve account, security premium account or any of the free reserve for issue of bonus shares, right? And what will be the general entries? This all reserve debited to bonus to shareholders account, and second general entry will be bonus to shareholders account debited to equity share capital account, right? अब जब अपन बोनस इशू इन द फॉर्म अपन इशू करते हैं बाय कन्वर्टिंग पार्टली पेड अप शेयर्स इनटू फुल्ली पेड अप शेयर्स, व्हाट विल बी द जनरल एंट्रीज? Here you cannot utilize CRR account or security premium account. Here you can only utilize the free reserves, that is the general reserve and the P&L account. Then what will be the general entries? Number one, general reserve account debit, P&L account debit to bonus to shareholders. अब नॉर्मली जब फाइनल कॉल ड्यू होता है तब अपन क्या जनरल एंट्री पास करते हैं? देन इक्विटी शेयर फाइनल कॉल टू इक्विटी शेयर कैपिटल अकाउंट, राइट? बट अपन ये बोनस के फॉर्म में कर रहे हैं, देन व्हाट विल बी द फाइनल जनरल एंट्री? एडजस्टमेंट वाली जनरल एंट्री क्या होगी? तो बोनस टू शेयर होल्डर्स अकाउंट डेबिटेड टू इक्विटी शेयर फाइनल अकाउंट, राइट? नाउ वी मूव ऑन टू इलस्ट्रेशन नंबर 1. Following items appear in the trial balance of Bharat Limited, a listed company as on 31st March 11. 40,000 equity share of ₹10 each for 4 lakh, CRR account 55,000, security premium account दिया है, जनरल रिजर्व दिया है, सरप्लस दिया है, क्रेडिट बैलेंस ऑफ P&L account. What is given? The company decided to issue equity shareholders bonus shares at the rate of 1 share for every 4 shares held, and for this purpose decided that there should be the minimum reduction in the free reserve. There should be a minimum reduction in the free reserve, right? So tell me the general entries. You can utilize any of the following: capital CRR account, security premium account, general reserve account given in the trial balance, right? But what is given in the adjustment? That you have to utilize in such a way that there is a minimum reduction in the free reserve. Now, how much bonus shares will be issued? We will issue for every 4 shares one bonus share, and we are currently having 40,000 equity share. Then how much bonus share we will issue? Then it will be 40,000 divided by 4, that is 10,000 equity shares of ₹10 each, that is 1 lakh rupees. Then how we will utilize the same? We can see we can utilize CRR account, security premium account, but we will utilize that first because we want minimum reduction in free reserves, right? So CRR account 55,000, security premium 30,000, right? Then we are left with 15,000, which we will utilize from general reserve, right? Then what will be the general entry? Tell me. CRR account debit 55,000, security premium account debit 30,000, general reserve account debit 15,000 to bonus to shareholders, and the second general entry will be bonus to shareholders account debited to equity share capital account with the amount 1 lakh. So now we are starting with illustration number 2. Following is the extract of balance sheet of Solid Limited as on 31st March 2011. We are being provided with authorized capital, issued and subscribed capital, reserves and surplus. In that we are given with general reserve, revaluation reserve, security premium account and profit and loss account, right? Now what is given? That on 1st April 2011, the company has made final call at the rate ₹2 each on 90,000 equity shares. The call money was received by 20th April 2011. Thereafter, the company decided to capitalize its reserve by way of bonus at the rate of 1 share for every 4 shares held. Show necessary entries, right? Now friends, आप सब यहाँ पे समझ रहे होंगे कि ये जो बोनस इशू हुआ है वो सेकेंड वाला केस है, that is by issue of converting partly paid up into fully paid up shares. But this is not the case. See, here what it is written, that the company has made final call at the rate rupees 2 each on 90,000 shares, and thereafter, here the word thereafter is important. तो कंपनी ये क्वेश्चन ऐसा बोल रहा है कि पहले फाइनल कॉल अपन ने रिसीव किया है एंड उसके बाद अपन बोनस इशू कर रहे हैं. Thereafter the company decided to capitalize its reserve. So it's not the second case, it's the first case itself, the normal one, right? So here what general entries will be passed. First we will make the final call due, that is equity share final call account debited to equity share capital account, then bank account debited to equity share final call account, right? Now after completing this, we have to issue bonus shares, right? So for bonus share what it is given, thereafter the company decided to capitalize its reserve by way of bonus at the rate of 1 share for every 4 shares held. In the question we can see that we are being provided with 90,000 shares, 90,000 equity shares. So for 4 shares we have to issue 1 bonus shares. For every 90,000 equity share we will be issuing 22,500 equity shares, right? So 90,000 shares divided by 4, that is 22,500 shares are to be issued for rupees 10 each, right? So in the question we are being geared with security premium, we will utilize 20,000 security premium, we will utilize general reserve 1,60,000, and the balance amount, that is it will be 2,25,000 minus this 2, that will be 45,000. We will utilize profit and loss account, right? So the entry to be passed will be security premium account debited 20,000, general reserve account debited 1,60,000, profit and loss account debited 45,000 to bonus to shareholders account, right? Then the last entry will be bonus to equity share, bonus to shareholders account debited to equity share capital account, right? Now we are starting with illustration number 3. Following is the extract of balance sheet of Preet Limited as on 31st March 2011. We are being given with authorized capital again, issued and subscribed capital, reserves and surplus. In that we are given with general reserve, capital redemption reserve, security premium account, and we are being given with profit and loss account, right? Then thereafter, on 1st April 2011, the company has made final call at the rate rupees 2 each on 1,35,000 equity shares. The call money was received by 20th April 2011. Thereafter, the company decided to Thereafter, the company decided to capitalize its reserve by way of bonus at the rate of 1 share for every 4 shares held. Show necessary general entries, right? Here, अपन वापस ऐसा देख सकते हैं कि ये सेकेंड वाला केस नहीं है, दैट्स इट्स द फर्स्ट केस इटसेल्फ, बिकॉज यहाँ पे फाइनल कॉल पहले मंगा रहे हैं एंड देयर आफ्टर दे आर इशूइंग बोनस शेयर्स, राइट? So the journal entries will be passed again will be for making final call due, that will be equity share final call account debited to equity share capital account 1,35,000 into rupees 2,70,000. Then bank account debited to equity share final call account, right? Now we are being given that we will capitalize our reserves by way of bonus at the rate of 1 share for every 4 shares held. For every 4 share we are going to issue 1 bonus share. Then for every 1,35,000 equity share, how much bonus shares are to be issued? That is 1,35,000 divided by 4, that is 33,750 shares of rupees 10 each, right? So we can utilize security premium account, CRR account, general reserve account, profit and loss account, right? Actually it is not a compulsion, you can utilize anything, you can utilize any of the by using any permutation and combination you want, but it should be according to the provisions of the act, right? Here they have taken security premium account rupees 37,500, capital redemption reserve account 60,000, general reserve 1,80,000, profit and loss account debit 60,000, to bonus to shareholders account 3,37,500, right? And then the final entry to be passed is bonus to shareholders account debited to equity share capital account, right? Friends, the sums of bonus issue that are given in the exercise are similar to what we have done before, right? So you can just go through all the questions, that is question 1, question number 2 and question number 3. They are as similar as to what we have done before.